It is rare for me to do a longer than a 20-second intro, but 2 minutes and 40 and we're still here. Right. Hello? This is Sam Barlow's new game. Sam Barlow has made a bunch of games. We've played all of them, I think. This is his new one. It's called Immortality. Immortality? Do I pronounce my T's? Immortality. This is the main menu page. You select your options. This isn't 1080p, even though it's cut off in a 4:3 ratio, I guess. There is a big content warning. Viewers are warned that the film footage collected here, alright, okay, contains subject matter that may be upsetting. The stories are taken from the gothic, thriller, and supernatural genres, and tackle themes and elements such as strong curse words, alright, we're fine with that. Blasphemy regarding the Catholic faith, I suppose we're fine with that. Sudden and surprising visual cuts and sound events, so jump scares. Alcohol, cigarettes, and drug use. Abusive relationships, nudity, and sex, we're fine with that. Blood and wounding, oh god. Suicide, sexual assault, murder, including asphyxia, which is strangling or smothering. A knife and firearm murder. And there's a little page here, which I haven't read yet. A short history of Marissa Marcel by Sam Barlow. Sam Barlow being the director. So I guess this game is set up to make you believe that it's a real person. Or rather that instead of this being a game, that this is a collection of footage that Sam Barlow has went out and acquired from real movies, rather than being something that he's orchestrated and created as a game. Is that kind of what we're meant to be getting from this? So, Marissa Marcel is more than just an enigma. Born in France, Marissa moved to London in the late 60s, where she worked as a photographer's model. Her appearance in a soap commercial was spotted by a casting director and led to being cast from thousands of hopefuls by Arthur Fisher as Matilda in his 1968 Ambrosio. Okay, the movie was never released. Marcel followed this up with the 1970 movie Minsky, a collaboration with her director of photography from Ambrosio, John Durick. The movie was never finished. Marcel was not heard from for over 20 years until in 1999 she reappeared to film Two of Everything, reuniting with John Durick, now a successful and acclaimed director. With Durick's death, the movie was also shuttered. Marissa Marcel was never heard from again. That is this kind of thing has happened, right? Where people have died halfway through movies and the movies never get made. It happened recently. It happened with Rust, right? Rust is never going to get finished. In 1968, many thought Marcel would become a huge star, but these days she is largely forgotten. A few dedicated enthusiasts have attempted to find her lost movies and floated their own theories of what happened to Marissa Marcel to no avail. I follow a guy on YouTube called Blame It On Jorge. So it's Blame It On and then Jorge, Jorge. And he does a lot of documenting of the lost media searches. So searches for lost media episodes of, Doctor Who or Nickelodeon shows or old game show pilots. And he's touched on a couple of movies that were never found. Anyway, then in 2020, a breakthrough, a large cache of... Do you say cache or cachet? I'm going to say cachet. Of a film was discovered containing footage from all three of Marcel's movies. So she never made any other movies then, right? If it says all three of Marcel's movies. After carefully collating and scanning the footage... After carefully collating and scanning the footage, we created this piece of computer software in an attempt to preserve this work and share it so that Marissa may live again in the hearts of audiences. Mocked up posters from top to bottom, Ambrosio, Minsky, and Two of Everything. Okay. So the game is set up so that instead of this being, hey, this is a video game, it's set up in terms of This is a real piece of software, kind of like Sam Barlow's other games, right? Telling Lies had us be a detective, and we could even see our reflection in the screen. I like that he keeps that kind of ambience. I don't know if it's an ambience thing. Anyway, this game's getting amazing reviews. That took us like 4 minutes to get through. Let's go. Okay. Every piece of restored film footage from Marissa Marcel's career is organized here on the grid. Use plus and minus to zoom in and out, or use the scroll wheel. Move across the grid with the okay. Screen the footage. Once piece of footage is selected, press space to play or simply click on it. So I guess we can just click on the footage like this. Holy shit though, what the fuck? You get all of it at the beginning like this? Where this is different is, in Telling Lies, you get all the footage at the beginning, but you need to know the right words to type in. Whereas this, you just get it. What is this? Oh! I think this is marking it as seen and unseen. See these, like, symbols over here? Ah, so this is chronological, and then this is... I don't know. This is boarded. I don't really understand what the difference is here. Alright, let's watch some footage. Let's watch the first clip first, right? Because this is 10th of February, and then this is the 15th of April. 15th of April. Yeah. So this is chronological, and then this is... These didn't move, so what is this? What changes with this? This is also chronological. I don't understand. That's also the 1st of June. What am I missing here? Why is this different to this? And then what's this? So this is favoriting, but it marks it with like a red dot, like a bloody dot. Alright, let's watch some footage. Let's learn who the characters are. Let's do some Yin stuff. One a piece faux age. Why is it like this? Press play or simply click on it again. I'm gonna turn it up for you guys. It's very quiet for you. I'm gonna put it all the way up to max. So I'm probably not gonna be able to talk over the top of it, but I'll be the same volume as the stuff. Alright, this interactive restoration emulates the Moviola machines that would have been used to review the footage originally. Click and drag in a direction. Oh god, scrubbing the footage in Telling Lies was a nightmare. Spin several times to move quickly, or press space to pause, or use the directions. To spin the reel in a direction, hold shift for smaller nudges. Alright, so hold on. To navigate and organize footage, we provided a novel concordance feature. Pause the footage, then press... I don't know what this is. I don't have this on my keyboard. What the fuck is this? Is this tab? Okay. Or click the eyeball to enter image mode. Move the cursor over a key image, such as an actor's face or an important prop. Click the image or press space, and the concordance will match cut to another shot. Oh. An actual match cut? Hold on.
Nice job. Okay, you two. Give me scene 16 from Ambrosio's US.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna really quickly head back out to the main menu. Fuck, it's still in the tutorial. Shit. The image grid allows you to revisit and sort images you have collected from Marissa Marcel's movies. Press, I don't know what this button is, or click this. Film grid and image grid. Okay. Okay, end the tutorial. Alright, cool. I wanna get out of this.
We're rolling.
Let's trim that back down then. Cool. I'm trying to give you as much sound as possible because it's very quiet for me and I know it's going to be very quiet for you, and there's no way in OBS for me to boost the input signal. As far as I'm aware, there's no way to do that. Alright, cool. Let's go back into the game. So how do I get back out to all the footage? The fuck? Where the fuck did my footage go? Where did all the footage go? You saw that, right? There was other footage and now it's gone? Fuck it, let's watch this and just see what's going on.
Now, you look very young in person.
People always say that.
You look, what, 15, 16?
Maybe.
Can we tell the people at home how old you actually are?
Yes, I'm 20.
That is correct. Now, we know you from the movie that you just finished shooting. It is finished, right?
Yeah, it's finished. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you don't know, it's a bit of a fairy tale. So Arthur Fisher, the great director, who you probably know from his movies such as Marion and The Man Who Dreamed, was casting for his new movie, Ambrosio. And so instead of casting a recognizable face, he wanted to find some fresh talent. So he put the word out and saw, how many was it? 10,000?
I think it was over 20,000.
20,000. Mm-hmm. He saw 20,000 girls, and long story short, he picked you.
Yes.
And you'd never acted before.
Not on the screen. I had done modeling, and I liked the theater. Yeah.
That is amazing. Mm-hmm. I believe we have a short clip here. Do you want to tell us what we're about to see?
Yes, so I play Matilda, and, well, I don't want to spoil things too much. She's a young woman who sneaks into a monastery disguising herself as a monk, and then there's a lot of drama and magic and intrigue.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Marissa Marcel as Matilda, a woman disguised as a young monk. Here we go.
Oh my God.
The same magic that powers this lens can also grant you what you wish.
How so?
You remember the night that I was to die, when we took to St. Clair's sepulchre? That night, I performed a rite. I summoned a fallen angel to aid me.
What have you done?
Wow. Quite a role for your first movie.
Well, Mr. Fisher was quite the teacher.
Now I heard he can be quite demanding.
Well, you know, he has an idea of the picture in his head, and nothing is going to come between him and that, not even the actors.
And this is Mr. Fisher's first film with nudity, correct?
Yes, well, you know, he felt that a modern motion picture should reflect the times.
And you filmed this in Europe?
Correct.
They go for that in Europe, the nudity.
Yes, our producer said, we are born naked, and if we are lucky, we die naked. So why not shoot the movie naked?
Well put.
He kept his clothes on.
And the picture is out soon?
I hope so.
Yeah, and now, you're not in New York only to talk about Ambrosio, but you're filming another picture.
That's right, yes, with John Jurek, who was the director of photography on Ambrosio. We're writing it together.
That is amazing. You are smarter than you look. I'm kidding. So what is this movie about?
So it's called Minsky, and it's about an artist who is killed, and the suspect, the number one suspect, is his muse. That's the part I play. And there is a detective investigating, and he falls for her.
Well, I can't blame him.
Well, he has a cop mindset, and it's really about the clash between the artists, how they live, and this cop mindset, the conservative mindset, I guess. He is surprised by how messy the lives of artists are.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We've had some on the show. Mr. Warhol. Have you met Mr. Warhol?
Oh, yes, we've met.
Yes, we had him on the show, and he hardly spoke. Such a towering figure, and yet such a small, quiet man in person, you know, but his superstars, though, that's what he calls them, superstars. They are quite playful.
Yes, we'd like to put some of them in our movie.
Well, just make sure you've got a chaperone. And you like New York?
Oh, yes, I love it. The people are so interesting.
All right, well, we've got to take a short break here. Do you mind reading this out
Yes.
for us?
Now, marvelous magic will turn the next 60 seconds into a commercial.
Magic and...
Am I meant to be pausing and doing stuff, or am I meant to just be watching this? Because I kind of feel like I want to watch a lot of these clips all the way through. I don't feel like there's anything here in this interview footage that's gonna match cut to anything worthwhile. Other than... Fuck. Why didn't we get to watch that big film grid? I should have paid more attention when it showed us the film grid, because it had all those thumbnails. I feel like I clicked the first one, and now I'm locked into this.
Indeed.
Let's just watch this. How long did it be, right? The whole game is 14 hours long in total. That's it, that's the whole thing. Alright, cool. So, I don't know how we're meant to get back out. How do we get back out to that big old punch thing? Nope. Back out to all the footage. I don't know how. I guess we'll watch this. Chemistry test? Oh, wow! A chemistry test between the lead actor and the lead actress.
Nice job.
Okay, you two. Give me scene 16. From Ambrosios, you have sacrificed yourself.
You've sacrificed yourself for me. Is there no remedy?
None that God would approve of. God demands a life, and to cross him is too steep a price.
If there is a way, live. Live for me. I renounce my previous edicts. Let us live together as...
If I match cut this, do you think I'll get onto that scene? No. But it does build the library. I think I've got confused by the tutorial. I think the tutorial showed you all those clips and it was meant to like give you thumbnails. But this is the actual way you explore the footage. Let's just watch the chemistry test. Can I scrub it back a bit?
These edicts let us live together as brothers. Forget the distinctions of sex. Live for me.
It cannot be. I spoke before of the purity of my love for you, but the coming oblivion has pulled the veil from my eyes. On my deathbed, I must admit, my love for you is more than spiritual. A woman lives in my breast. She hungers to enjoy you. If I live, it would be to risk
Who the
your
fuck just threw a wad of paper at her? What the fuck is that?
reputation. Spiritual.
Rehearsal, scene 43 through 44.
So this is a lot like further on in the future, right? When is this from? This is 31
Okay, so
years
Terry,
later.
keep up the JFK. It's the dregs of the party, you're chatting, Heather nods off.
Oh. Boy, this has been fun, but I think I'd better call it a night.
Oh, are you sure, darling? We have another round on the way.
That's okay. I'm already regretting the last one.
Well, all right. Go get your beauty sleep. Not that you need it.
Come, I'll walk you to your room. Isabella, I better still have a cocktail when I get back here.
Don't be too long, then.
That has never been my problem, my dear.
Move into the elevator. Keep it very nice. Keep your distance, very respectful.
Oh, shoot, I forgot my key.
Here, I'll swipe you.
You have a key to my room?
I have a key to all the rooms in my home.
I keep forgetting this isn't like the Four Seasons.
It's a little nicer than that.
It's a lot nicer.
Ding!
Well, thank you. Oh, right.
Elevator door closes. Cut. Let's move on. Terry, you get to show your true self.
Okay.
I'm gonna match cut to the guy in the elevator.
What?
I feel like the guy in the elevator is interesting. What else has he been in? Because I'm thinking he's only going to be in that last movie.
Cut.
Let's go again. I can do it better.
We can pick it up.
I want it in the master.
It's late. You need to...
Can you match cut on dialogue? No, has to be images. What about the wedding ring?
I'm not.
Hold this.
Hey.
Relax.
Hey. Wait. Stop it! Crap, I'm sorry. Let me get a towel.
Stop apologizing.
Okay.
I paid you $10 million for one night.
What the fuck kind of movie is this?
Am I wrong?
No,
Sorry.
you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. What does a $10 million night look like? Doesn't finish with a polite nod at the door. I want to feel like you appreciate it. I want you to be grateful. Understood?
I don't know. I want to leave now.
You can't? Okay, we're just getting started.
Michael's under the bed.
You're making a mess out of your party dress. Let's get you out of that thing.
Into the bathroom.
Oh, you're calling the wrong number. Okay.
Come out! Come out!
Cut to Maria. She's in the bath with a face mask, ignores the phone, talks to the cat.
Heather can't come to the phone right now. She's busy relaxing like a normal person. Beep. I know, babe. I know. I'll call them back when I'm done.
Cat screeches as pre-lap.
I'm gonna wait out here all night. It's my birthday. Damn it.
3, 2, 1.
Bitch!
Cut.
Jesus.
There was a few things there that felt like they were good match cuts to maybe things that are gonna happen or happen in the actual movie. So the first one would be her scrambling for the phone.
Into the bathroom.
Just running. No match cuts here. The ladder has a match cut, but that doesn't. What the fuck?
Get up from in.
Ma'am, may I offer you something to drink before we depart?
Yes, actually. Do you have the tea I like, the green tea?
The Sencha or the Baijimon?
Oh, the second one, please, and thank you.
Right away. Would you like some slippers?
Yes.
Oh, so this movie's called Two of Everything, or what was it called? I forgot the name of the movie, but I think this is a woman who's pretending to be her sister in order to make the $10 million. So say for example her sister is a famous actress and she's a twin. Instead of him paying to sleep with the actress, he pays to sleep with the twin. And that's who she was calling when she ran into the bathroom on the phone. So when she says, "Do you have that green tea I like?" and she can't remember the name, having even just heard it, it's because she's still under this facade that it's her sister, right? This is a match cup. Let's go. No? What the hell are we watching now? Does he have makeup on?
I lied about burning her letters.
What is this?
I told Minsky I did, but I kept them. Wanted to preserve her voice for posterity.
What's in them?
She loved him. She begged him to take her back. But she also remembered the bad stuff. She gave a necklace he made her as a gift to a friend. He was so angry he put a cigarette out in her face. If you look at his green portrait 32, you can see the burn mark. He painted it in.
David Bowie looks a bit more like Eddie Izzard.
In the same way he repainted,
What a
and
Britain's
repainted
dying
to reduce his
griffin.
paintings to pure form. He broke his girls down until they were the forms he wanted.
Why does it say first time
When
chatter?
he's done with you, you have
You've
nothing
definitely followed the stream and chatted
left. The
before.
rest of the world is just negative space.
Why does it say that?
Done with you.
No, I was different. I was done.
I'm gonna
with
match cut to the earring. I feel like the earring's probably worn by another character. Yep. What? Did that match cut to the same actor? 23-8, 22-7. Oh, they need to be in alphabetical. Or not alphabetical, they need to be in you know what I'm saying. Chronological. Holy shit. So, I don't know if you've ever seen this game, but basically it's an FMV game about found footage about an actress, and the actress was in 3 movies that were never released, but some of the footage is actually from different things. Some of the footage seems like it's from the production. So this is behind the scenes, like audition footage and stuff, or not audition footage, kind of screen tests. And then this is what's it called? This is like a party. This is like a party with maybe the director. It's a Sam Barlow game, and Sam Barlow games are generally like different. They're hard to like, I don't know, they're hard to put into words. They're really different games. So for example, like if you were playing this game and I'm half an hour in. If you were half an hour in, you could have like 20 clips that are all completely different and have a completely different picture of the show. But it revolves around this actress and her 3 movies that she made in her life that were never actually made. So I guess we're trying to find out maybe why they weren't made and build a picture of what the storyline in the movies were. Which clip did we just get before I jump cut for this one, the Eddie Izzard? Is there a murder? Maybe? It does say that there's a big warning, content warning on the game that says there's going to be murder through asphyxiation, stabbing, shooting, religious symbols, cursing, nudity, blood. Like it had a big long list, laundry list of stuff.
Let's go again from the top to the touch point center.
Okay, I think I'm gonna match cut on his smile. Gino de Giorgio Entertainment. Minsky. So this is the second movie. This is the second movie, Minsky, which was shot around the same time as they were shooting the first movie, but then there's a huge gap to the third movie. The third movie is like, 29 years after the first ones. So this is 1970, and then the other movie is 1999. Yeah, this is all 90, see? 99. Alright, let's watch this. See some nudity.
Scene 21A, take 1.
That wig. That is one big wig.
You ready now?
He does look very Bowie there. That like side angle.
Action.
Is it against the rules to make love to a suspect?
I don't know if you're listening with headphones. There was like the deepest rumble in my left ear. What the fuck?
I'm making love.
It's
was
still there.
odd.
There's like a deep rumble in my left ear.
We're in a studio. Everything that happens here is art.
Is it in the footage? Or is it in the soundtrack?
We're in a studio. Everything that happens here is art.
Yeah, the game is really quiet too.
How many pictures of you did he make?
He wasn't counting. It's been 4 years.
Is that one you? It looks different.
No, that's Olga. You can tell because she looks sad. He always painted her sad. She was Minsky's muse before I met him. She's crazy. But she's in Moscow. Minsky sent her back home. She writes him every week.
This is
Used
letters.
to make me read the letters to him.
Cool. Cool. So that matches to the other thing.
Thought I could learn from Olga's example. Even after he abandoned her, she was devoted. But her recent letters were more angry.
She talks about killing herself. Are there others?
No, he made me burn them after I read them. But she's in Moscow.
Oh, those earrings. The face. I saw her at the gallery.
You sure?
Why was he dressed as a woman wearing makeup?
Her?
If his character in this movie is a male.
Yeah, that's her.
Hold on, can I get her face through the picture? Oh, what the fuck?
Team of 2 detectives and Ruby are searching the place. Ruby points Goodman to a collection of photos on the wall.
Art appreciation time.
Collage of nude male body parts with Minsky's face on it, where the genitals should be a splash of red.
Does this work as confession?
It's art.
Also?
Holy shit.
That's a Japanese cooking knife. That's an expensive Japanese cooking knife, right? It's like a 7.5-inch chef knife.
Still looking.
Wow.
I thought I told you to keep her out of
Don't
this.
worry about it. I'm gonna call it a night. I'll see you at the station tomorrow. You got this, right?
I am ready to wake up from this dream.
Alright. When you walk out, let's figure that out.
Yeah, the script says I hold her hand, right?
Exactly.
Would I do that? Is it like a boyfriend, girlfriend? Is it like a parent dragging a naughty child out there?
Can I put my hand out for you to hold? I'm the provocateur.
I like that.
That's right.
I really like filmmaking stuff. That's what makes the Sam Barlow games so good for me. Like, I really like the behind-the-scenes shit on movies.
I'll see you at the station tomorrow. You got this, right?
Glory hole? Wait, where did you see a glory hole? What up? Wait, where?
Hold her hand,
Where did you
right?
see a glory hole?
Would I do that? Is it like a boyfriend, girlfriend? Is it like a parent dragging a naughty child out there?
Can I put my hand out for you to hold? I'm the provocateur.
I like that.
That's right.
But to hold, not through a hole.
I'll see you at the station tomorrow. You got this, right?
See how he jumped into that voice so quickly as well? That was pretty cool. He went from like his actual speaking voice,
I like that.
That's right.
which is pretty deep, to this.
I'll see you at the station tomorrow. You got this, right?
Mark Ruffalo. Budget Mark Ruffalo.
I am ready to wake up from this dream.
I like it. All right, we want to amp up the coziness as much as we can. We're about to hit him with a Goodman apartment sequence. Right.
Okay, what do we want to match cut to? So the way this game works, you've got to find something that matches another scene in some other footage. And it uses that context to match the footage together. Similar to how in Telling Lies, you can click on words in the dialogue and match yourself that way. So maybe the crucifix?
We only have the ending. That's not enough.
Oh, what? I don't use a straight razor, but I use a safety razor. And you gotta watch your attack angle, lady. Lady, you gotta watch your angle of attack. You're too steep.
Just a
You
nick.
shave it all. I use like a safety razor, like the heavy handle one with the replaceable blades. Not like a Gillette or anything, like a, 50s safety razor. And you just use the weight of the razor and you've got to like You gotta do the right angle. If you don't do the right angle, you do cut yourself to hell.
I'll grab a tissue.
My brother just uses electric razors because every time he shaves fully, he gets spots. Alright, blood maybe?
Where's the Ambrosio?
So Ambrosio is the first movie. This is the movie from 1969? Let me just check. 68.
I am on the bed of death. Shed no tears. I have no crimes to repent. My soul is prepared to return to its honor.
Yes, maybe. Maybe I can click on some of the other pictures and get other, like, footage. But there's also a chance that that's not gonna happen. So each thumbnail gets saved where I, like, let off, and I click the middle one, right? So this time if I click this one... Yeah, it's not giving me stuff in the picture, it's going for pictures, if that makes sense. Yeah. So it's just showing me other pictures that exist. This is a whole wall of pictures as well. Holy fuck. I think photographs are going to be one of the big things. How many more were there? We got the face ones, what led us here, so we can go with this one. Okay. This is a cool filmmaking thing. I think what they've done is they've covered the camera in this black rag, like they did with the Matrix door handles for the Morpheus scene. There's a scene in the Matrix where Morpheus reaches to touch the door handle, and if you pause it, you can see in the reflection of the door handle there's actually a cameraman covered in a black jacket. So that you wouldn't see it in the reflection as much, but you can see it.
I am ready to wake up.
You can see it. You can see it. It's like this is the way they hide cameras and reflections. And normally, if you're you see when you're watching a movie and they're walking down a street that has like a lot of reflective things, like shop storefronts or parked cars windows, you'll sometimes see that they dirty them up or they approach it at an angle where you can't see the camera reflect. Or the famous one is they'll cover the windows in, like, you know that window cleaning stuff that goes all white and like stays on the window? They'll cover the windows in that so that you don't see the reflection. Like that shaving foamy consistency stuff. It's one of the famous ones, isn't it? Alright, we got 3 more to click on, right? I think we didn't click on this one. Ah, that one led us back to the top one. This is the same scene in the same photo as the
I am
thing.
ready to wake up, but I was too dark.
We only have the end.
Yeah, and this one's the same as well. So they're not all different, but they definitely led us to a couple of different things. Yeah, again, I think that's the same as on the opposite side. Actually, this is a different scene, but it came through the same Maria photo. The most interesting thing is, why is there a picture of Maria at a memorial titled Zoe 61, and then this one's Zoe 140? Is this a 0? I don't know if this is a 0. I think that's a 0. 14C? 14C maybe? It could be 14C. Yeah, I was just thinking it was going to be an... it's a C. It's a C. Yeah, because these are A. So why is there a memorial for Maria? And then Maria's alive, like a day later. Like, what's going on? Unless this is from the movie. Oh, it's not Zoe. It's 2OE. It's 2 of everything. So this is a scene from the movie 2 of everything. It's not actually a memorial. I think in the movie 2 of everything, which is her 3rd movie that she made, where she plays twins, she plays twin sisters, I think that the twin sister gets paid $1 million or $10 million to sleep with some guy, and she gets murdered, and then this is going to be the thing. You see how this like matches up with her being angry? Alright, let's watch this.
See the memorial?
See the
Too
few kids
wee.
left, this big pile of flowers, teddy bears, handwritten signs. In we come.
Yeah, that was a good face
You
pause.
see, it's Maria.
She stands.
Where does she kneel?
Look how big this wig looks. It's so huge.
She's a ghost at her own funeral.
She ready to acknowledge his death? Or must she still keep distance?
I decide later. I think now I'm processing. First Heather.
First the child, then she can heal the adult.
So we stand.
Then leave. Around the corner and cut.
I think I'm close, but I don't think I'm exactly on. So she sees this and she says it's Maria.
You see, it's Maria.
Okay.
She stands.
Where does she kneel?
Do you know when a wig is too shiny, when it's like a nylon wig? This wig isn't shiny, but like when a wig is too shiny, do you know what they do to dull it down? They get baby powder, like talc powder, and they run it through the wig, shake it out, and like comb it through, and it dulls the shine of the it dulls the shine of the nylon.
She's a ghost at her own funeral.
She ready to acknowledge his death? Or must she still
I don't know how it stays in. Maybe just the
Later, I think
static
now I'm
keeps it
processing.
in.
First Heather.
First the child. Then
You
she
get
can heal
matting sprays as well that you can use on actual hair, but like that's how they do it.
the adult.
So we stand.
So what did she say?
First Heather.
First the child, then she can heal the adult.
So Heather's the child and then the
stand.
adult. Alright, I don't think this tells us very much. I think a really good context thing here though could be the flowers. This is the soap commercial. Alright, so how she got discovered as an actress is the director saw her in a soap commercial. So this is a soap commercial from 1967, 68, something like that. I think it'll tell us. 68.
Ivory herb from Smith & Baker.
I only wash my balls with new ivory herb. So when we discover a clip, it match cuts to a point in that clip that matches, but we can actually rewind to the beginning of the clip. And then we can step frame by frame. A big complaint I had with Telling Lies, the other Sam Barlow game, was that you couldn't rewind the clips quick enough. The clips only rewinded in 3 times speed, so a 6-minute clip would take 2 whole minutes to rewind and then 6 minutes to watch again. It was trash. I only wash my balls with... What?
A new Royal Heather. Ivory herb.
Beautiful soap. It's out of a dream.
A new natural soap.
Why does she look so lost? She looks high. Watch this.
Soap.
Soap. Oh, where am I? Like, what is going on?
Herbal goodness. For skin
This is how I wash my face. I'm like,
that never grows old.
Royal Heather.
The new ivory herb.
Royal Heather.
The new ivory herb from Smith &
Ivory herb.
Smith.
Smart beep beep beep. That is scary. The game did say it's gonna have jump scares, by the way. I just putting that out there. Maybe if we watch this back slow enough, we'll get a Ozzy Osbourne kill your parents thing. You know when you rewind Led Zeppelin? Imagine the soap was red.
Herbal goodness.
Do you want to... Right, cool filmmaking thing. Because black and white film only picks up the value, the local value of a color. So for example, like the dark and the light, it doesn't detect the color. If you have green paint that's the same color or the same shade, the same value as her skin. So say her skin, there's like a 2 or a 3, right? On a scale of like white to black, it's like a 2 or a 3 out of 10, right? if you covered her face in green paint that was a 2 and like had blood streaks down her cheeks, if you put a green green piece of glass in front of the camera, that green would turn black and you would see black marks going down her cheeks. They did this in a movie in like 1935 where they had a character whose face was painted, and in order to make them look like they were transforming into a horrible monster, they just like slid a piece of colored glass in front of the lens and then cut those frames out and stuck it together. Yeah. Sometimes you'd have to paint people pretty much orange, like they did in what's it called? The Hobbit. In The Hobbit, they had to oversaturate the actor's makeup. Everything had to be oversaturated when they were capturing it because it was something to do with the way that the raw footage is taken from those cameras. Yeah, they colored everybody like, if you were meant to be pale, you would actually have to be like, you know, a couple of shades darker and a couple of shades more saturated. Yeah, it's a real thing.
For skin.
I think this is a good one though, right? I think this face is so intentional that I think we're meant to click it.
Would you like something to eat?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks. I ate on the plane.
Well, have a drink.
A maid with a tray of champagne flutes steps forward. Isabella passes one to Heather, takes one for herself.
Thank you. This place is so beautiful. Did you do all of this yourself?
B. Isabella looks at her, eyes narrowed, and Heather thinks
Is this actually a game? Yes, Grummeldunk. You have to match cut between all the different scenes in order to work out what happened. Similar to how we did it in Telling Lies, where you had to like work out what was going on in order to like solve the mystery. We don't even know what the mystery is. I have a theory. If this woman sitting here is meant to be 49 years old, pretty sure there's something going on there, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that's something.
messed it up already. Then Isabella smiles.
Being born before World War I and having all knowledge of your current life. I don't even know what I would do though. You know? I'd probably end up like working as a coal miner or like a fucking chimney sweep. Like before World War I, like 1915, 1912. You know what I mean?
Bort Hansen did most of it.
Also, what up, Grummeldunk?
Do you know him?
Do you want to recap? Because we're kind of recapping anyway. We're using like a footage machine where you have to pause the footage and match cut between different things. So if you click on a photo, it'll give you another clip that has a photo in it. And we're trying to work out what's going on. I'm pretty sure that this actress, the blonde actress, Marcel, is actually, can we save and quit? Yeah. This is the actress, Marissa Marcel. I'm pretty sure that she's some type of vampire, and that's why the movie's called Immortal. She was in 3 movies, Ambrosio and Minsky, which were in the 60s and 70s, 1968, 1972. Then she kind of disappears for a bit, and she reappears and does this movie in 1999, where she plays twins. And I guess we're trying to like solve whatever the mystery is, right? Match the lamp from the one with all the pictures on the wall. The lamp? So yeah, I think that's what we're trying to find out though. She's some type of vampire or demon, or there's some type of weird thing going on. The lamp from all the pictures. We didn't actually watch this one yet.
If I was queer, you'd think I was a hero for that.
But you're not queer.
Okay, I'm gonna be happy when Douglas comes back and you can all pick on him for being a dinosaur.
Douglas gets a pass because he's an icon. To Douglas.
There he is.
There's a guy in Scotland who didn't have a dog. He was called Douglas. Anyway, I'm gonna rewind. This is as fast as you can go. Good old Sam Barlow and his slow rewinds.
Yeah.
What's
What's your real name?
That is my real name. Carl Greenwood Jr. My father was Carl Greenwood Sr.
Looks like he eats kids. True. One of Kimrick's.
Sounds like a movie name.
Didn't until I became a movie star.
Before you said there can be too much freedom.
Kimrick's.
What kind of freedom?
Yes. You should play this game, Kimrex, because you're a video editor, and this game is about editing videos.
Sexual freedom. Political freedom. Financial freedom. I feel like society needs some limits. Rules.
I don't mean to be provocative, dear, but I wonder if it's seeing other people have freedom that worries you.
Is this,
How many women have you bedded, Carl Greenwood?
Alright, chat, quickly. Looking at his face, how many women has he bedded? In her words, not mine. That's the face of a man who has slept with every woman he's ever met.
Somewhere between 150 and 200 women.
So you appreciate the freedom to fuck 200 women, but would you be happy for those women to go and fuck 200 people? You're fine if I fucked every person in this room?
Wait a minute, is this an Andrew Tate video?
What have you?
You only live once.
Natasha.
YOLO. That's the first ever time somebody said YOLO.
Wait, you're okay with this, man?
Why me? Am I the boss, Marissa?
You are.
You're a conservative slut, Carl.
If I was queer, you'd think I was a hero for that.
Alright, cool. So where are we in this? That was 1970, so that's Minsky footage. By the way, if you're wearing headphones, I swear to God, the noises and the low rumbles are so deep and bassy that it's like vibrating my inner eardrum. I know that's how sound works, but I mean like in an uncomfortable way. Wait, you think just because he drinks a cocktail he's not into women? You know there's not actually cock in a cocktail, right? You know that, right, Grumbledunk? Fuck, that was a terrible joke. Anyway, the first movie she's in 1968, when she appears to kind of stop aging, is here. So I guess we want more of this movie. Dude, that rumbling is actually really bad. Like, it's kind of disturbing. It's kind of fucking up my ears, not gonna lie. I'll open a window, because I'm really hot as well. Alright. And then the next movie is Ambrosio, and then it's Two of Everything, right? Let's see if we can find some more Ambrosio footage. Maybe there's some more stuff in this. If we rewind all the way, we can get the full clip. Ambrosio, director, Mr. Fisher. Okay. We got this.
9 Charlie, take 2.
All right, settle down, Robert.
Settle down.
And action.
Oh, it is as I feared. There is no hope. By the sudden effects, I suspect the abbot was bitten by a centipedoro. The venom upon my lancet confirms it. He cannot live beyond 3 days.
Wouldn't a centipedoro mean Ciente, cinco sesciente is 100, right? So it would mean 100-legged something. Centipedoro would mean like 100-footed thing. He was bitten by some type of caterpillar?
There must be a remedy.
And he's got an infection?
Our only hope would be to extract the poison, but I know of no way to do so.
Centipede? Is that
We'll
just it?
apply herbs to the wound to relieve the pain, and he will be restored to his senses, but upon 3 days, the venom will have corrupted all.
You're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like this. There has never been a centipede found that has 100 legs. We've found centipedes that have 98, and we've found centipedes that have 102. We have never found a centipede that has 100 legs. You can look this up. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I remember this was on the British TV show QI, right? It was on QI, right? And we've never had a 100-legged centipede. We've never found any insect that has 100 legs exactly. We've found ones that have 49 pairs of legs and 51 pairs, but we've never found one that has 50 pairs of legs. This is true. But we still call them centipedes. We should call them almost centipedes, because that covers the ones that are less and more. The venom will have corrupted all of his blood. Oh no. We need somebody to suck it out of him.
All his blood.
What kind of movie is this?
Ambrosio will exist no longer. Let us leave his cell so he may rest. Huh? Rosario, I trust you will maintain your vigil.
I will pray at his side until heaven is compelled to come to his aid.
I will pray myself, but I fear this time heaven is eager to meet its holiest servant.
She poisoned him. Right?
And cut.
She did it. Alright, let's go with this. Oh. Her nose was the trigger for that jump, not the hood. So this is a rehearsal where they're wearing their real clothes. We've got Reggie Crane here. I think that... Alright, if you want my theory, I mean, we're only an hour into a 9-hour game. My theory is that during the filming of this movie, something happened that stopped its production. Because the movie was finished. The movie was made. We know from the television interview that she did with Jay Leno that the movie was finished. I think that somebody died and that some type of curse was put on her and she doesn't age. And I think why she went into hiding is because she was guilty of the crime and she didn't want people to know she didn't age. You know? How long is the stream going to be? It is 9:45 right now. I'm probably going to stream another 2.5 hours. Probably another 2.5.
Scene 48.
But there's so many, like, you know, monastery religious-y things here. I think that they did something. I think they fucked up. I think they, like, uncovered some ancient demon.
Yes, sir.
Right? And that's why she's,
Hey, Arthur?
immortal.
The action on the day, okay?
Where are you headed?
I would speak further with Antonia. I feel a responsibility to soften her suffering. She's ill. She dreams visions of her own death.
Your concern is touching. No, I'm no prostitute. Besides, I am a poor substitution for Antonia's unbroken purity.
Your spell was wasted. I now have no claim to Antonia.
There is a...
Does she play two different people in Ambrosio as well? They're rehearsing for this scene, and she's playing, she plays Rosario in the movie. But then they're saying Antonia. Unless Antonia is a different girl and she's still playing Rosario.
There is a way.
Rosario.
How?
Her grief, and this dream she has spoken of adds form to a plan I have considered a while. In 3 days, she will be dead to the world, but she will live for you.
More magic.
This herbal mixture, a secret of the prioress, produces in its drinker the appearance of death.
I think she's playing a stand-in role so that he can practice his acting. She's not actually gonna play the character that gives him the poison.
After a few drops to Antonia, she will be thrown into strong convulsions, after which her blood will cease to flow. She will appear as if a corpse. Having no family, you may appoint yourself the superintendent of her funeral. Have her buried in the vaults of St. Clair. Their isolation and remoteness is favorable to you. Give her the drink this evening, and 48 hours after, life will return to her bosom. She will wake in your power, her slave.
Bosom.
Necessity will bend her to your affections.
Matilda, you are a true friend.
I live to serve you.
Less subservient.
I live to serve you.
Like this, I live to serve you.
Live to serve you.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good, right? Alright, let's go with the drink. Let's find the scene where it actually is featured. What? Is he getting sucked off? He is getting sucked off! Dude, he's getting the sloppy toppy! What the fuck is going on? Griffin goes fucking to get a beer. 2 minutes later, we're looking at sloppy toppy. Kimmerix, you're right, he is nutting. There's no even need for a joke. He is. It's fucking busting.
Take two, Apple. Take two.
Okay. Say it again.
Alright, sloppy toppy, let's go.
And action.
What in the Game of Thrones are we watching?
God the Father of mercies, death, resurrection, and Son, who reconciled the world to himself, and sent the Holy Spirit among us for forgiveness of sins. Those here in the church, of God.
This is like literally looks like Jesus on the cross right now, right? Can that be an emote face? I'll contact him. I'll send him an email. I'll send Sam Barlow an email and they'll say, hey.
I would like to get a close-up on the wrist. Rise,
Rise. It's too much. You'll get us arrested.
Are we cutting?
Yes.
Was he still pretending to come? Oh, because he had his eyes closed. He had his eyes closed, right? And he didn't know that she'd already stopped. Look. She's already stopped, but he thinks she's still going because she's not actually doing anything.
I would like to get a close-up on the wrist. Rise.
Alright, let's go with the old candles. Hold up. The music is very loud right now. Have you noticed that? I feel like the music is a little bit too much. So this is a scene from Minsky, the second movie, and it's scene 1B. Hold up. It's a scene from I think it's the first actual in-camera scene. Correct? Because this is after party stuff, right? This is like pre-production stuff. I think this is the first scene. 11B though, it says. 36A. Why the fuck is 36A cut before 11B? 36A cut before 11B? 42B's before 36B. 36A. Oh! This is the order they're cut together, and this is the order they were filmed. So they're shot out of sequence, right? Like, okay, it makes sense when you're making a real movie to shoot out of sequence, but I didn't think they would do that for the game, because that just adds a layer of complexity. Yeah. So if you want to know what's happening in the behind the scenes, like before they take action and after they take action, the best way to look at it would be in the calendar view. Right? Like if a actor had a disagreement with an actress, you would see that story play out. But if you want to watch the movie as the movie was made, it's this way. So 29 precedes 36. 21 precedes 29. 11B precedes 21A. Yeah, that's how it works. Yep. Alright, let's go in calendar view then and just watch this.
Scene 11B, villains.
Hold on.
Scene 11B, take 2.
Alright, let's go.
Scene 11B, take 2.
David Bowie.
Action.
I'm here to act in your movie.
What are you doing here?
Are you here to boogie?
Just came to pick up some things.
Saw the police tape.
My fingerprints are all over this place anyway. Not to mention my ass prints and tit prints. Is there such
Alright, hold on. Let's click on the tits. Let me click on the tits, Sam Barlow. Sam Barlow. Let me click on the tits.
a thing as an ass print?
Come on. There we go. Oh, mama. This is 44A. Let's go back to what we were watching. Yeah, where is it? Here.
Came to pick up what?
Stuff that I made before they put his name on it.
Hashtag tit prints. Hashtag hang dong.
Portrait of the artist.
He looks unhappy.
He didn't like being looked at. He said my work was amateur.
It is. Kidding. I'm kidding.
Is that what he was working on before he died?
He was trying to reduce my face to pure form. He painted over each line 50 times.
Ever watched Red Dwarf? A couple episodes.
Pure essence of friend.
Never all the way through or anything.
Lines and colors. He liked my lines. But all the rest was a distraction.
That's vandalism.
Now it's worth more.
Did you ever read his diary?
I wrote it. Every morning he would have me read his letters to him, and then I'd write down his thoughts from the previous day.
But there's an entry from the day he was murdered.
If you've already guessed it, just say so, Detective. I found the body. I couldn't process it. I wrote the diary, got ready for the show, and headed out as if everything was fine.
When you found the body, was there a mask? Some kind of mask?
No. He was naked, there was blood. First I thought it was a game. Sometimes he would act weak, so I wouldn't want to leave him. But
Can I ask you about these marks?
I hope you didn't get too hung up on these, Detective. Each mark shows that we had sex. The symbols show the type and frequency.
He kept a sex diary? What the fuck?
Vanilla, we both came.
Vanilla means they... What the fuck?
Oral, both came. Rope play, we came. Anal.
Okay.
Rope play?
You asked.
He was active for an older man.
Minsky and the rest, art is a procreative endeavor, a masculine act. To paint me, he had to fuck me. To paint me fully, he had to fuck me.
Fully. Whoever killed Minsky cut off his penis.
How about you, Detective? Do you need
Wait, what was that about a penis? Hold on.
Whoever killed Minsky cut off his penis.
We're just gonna gloss over that? Somebody cut off somebody's dick. Right, you were wondering what we're trying to solve, what the mystery is. Who cares who's immoral? Somebody cut off Minsky's dick. We gotta find the dick.
How about you, Detective? Do you need to fuck me?
What up, Turl?
Decide if I'm
We're trying to find the missing dick.
Who is Frankie Santora?
I don't know.
His name appears 12 times in the diary, and he doesn't show up in any records. So,
Maybe he was one of Minsky's dealers. One I never met.
well, you wrote it.
It's just a name. You should go now.
Wait, what the fuck are you talking about? Life on Mars had a part where some... I never watched Life on Mars, but wow. Is it the Bowie thing that puts this in your head? Is that what it is? Because the guy looks like David Bowie?
I'm about to go to sleep. I sleep naked.
Oh, what the oh, fuck, I made it worse. I paused. I meant to be exiting. Okay, boys, don't ban me.
I'll be in touch.
What's your name?
Goodman.
Your first name?
Look at this painting. Look at this fucking painting.
Detective.
Detective Goodman? It's Saul Goodman.
Cut.
Alright, hold on. Yeah, I'm very familiar with the Twitch TOS on showing nudity. I know if we pause on it, I can get in trouble. But the way this game works, I need to click on it in order to match cut to other parts in the movie. So just hold on until I line this up. There you go.
Do you understand?
See? I needed to do it for the movie. I needed to do it. I needed to do it. I needed to... I needed to do it. It's... Alright. It's how the game works. You have to match cut. You have to click on objects to look. Like if I click on this, it'll match cut to another statue in the game. It's the way you play it. It's nothing to do with me trying to look at this. Send it to Bezos? Not Bezos. Look at this guy, he's seen some shit. Alright, so this is a film in 1999. This is the Two of Everything movie. So, alright, quick recap. There's an actress. She's 20 years old in 1968. She stars in a movie that never gets released but does get completed. 2 years later, she's working on another movie. That movie also doesn't get completed and doesn't get released. She disappears for 27 years, reappears looking the same age, and stars in another movie. And we're looking through the footage of those 3 movies, as well as accessory footage from interviews, commercials, behind the scenes, audition tapes, screen tests, trying to work out what the fuck is going on. Also, there's tits. Is she CGI? No. This wasn't made by Disney, so they didn't CGI dead people and puppeteer them through movies for profit.
Scene 59 Alpha, take 6.
Alpha.
Fuck!
Action.
So, at this point in the movie, I think what happens is the character is running away from a guy who wants to rape her, who's paid her 10 million to spend the evening with her. So he's paid her 10 million, and she's refusing him sex, and she's running away.
Maria?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. You have no idea.
What's going on?
Oh my
You're
God.
shaking.
Isabella. Something just happened to me in my room.
In your room?
Yes. Please don't be upset. I have to tell you what happened.
Slow down, darling. What happened?
Andrew, he made a pass at me. More than a pass. He forced himself on me.
Well, I think everyone had a little too much to drink.
No, it was more than that. It was more than that. He gave me no choice. He attacked me. I had to run away.
This is serious.
It is. It's really serious.
You don't understand, do you?
Understand what?
Andrew's a powerful man, and you've hurt his feelings. That's why I came to talk to you.
He assaulted me!
Maria, you're a big girl. You, of all people, should know the score.
The score? I came here on a professional contract, and I deserve to be treated like a professional.
For 10 million... Fuck, I'm gonna get banned. I'm gonna get banned. I'm more likely to get banned for what I say than what's in the game. But 10 million? It's like in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's the implication. It's the implication. If you're giving somebody 10 million, it's the implication, right? Jesus Christ. Is she a bloke? No.
What part of that is unclear to you?
Do you understand now?
That look like a bloke. I'm kidding.
You are a big girl. You're falling out of your...
She missed the opportunity. Look, watch this.
Laura, good girl. You are a big...
Good girl.
You are a big girl.
For you, right? For you.
You're falling out of your dress.
You don't know who you're fucking with. I'm Maria. Wait till the world hears about this. I'm gonna sue you.
Hold on.
I have Andrew put away. I have money. I have power.
You have power. Money. You're not in our league, sweetheart. Andrew could rent out Yankee Stadium tonight and pay every single member of the NYPD to come out and watch him rape you on home plate.
Whoa! Bait it up.
Money. You're not in our league, sweetheart. Andrew could rent out Yankee Stadium tonight and pay every single member of the NYPD to come out and watch him rape you on home plate.
That has the same vibes as Trump saying, Scooby-Doo, I could walk down Fifth Avenue, I could shoot somebody in the face and get away with it. This has the same vibes, right? It's the same Trump vibes as like, I could walk down Broadway and shoot somebody in the head. The people still vote for me. My Donald Trump sounds more and more like Shaggy Doo. I know. Right. Anyway, what up, Tipsy? You came in at a weird time, but this whole game is weird.
You're nothing.
Everybody knows who I am.
The public does. But the people that matter know Andrew. He's the most connected man in the city.
My Donald Trump isn't great. Right, here's my best Donald Trump, right? You ready? Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo. What did Scooby do? He doesn't do anything. All he does is eat Scooby snacks. He stays in the van. And lets Velma do all the work. It's the worst deal. That's my best Donald Trump, right? Give me a rating out of 10. I can take it. I can take it, right? I can take just out of 10.
He belongs to a different world. And you
0?
just threatened him.
Damn.
Do you understand what that means, dear?
Solid 4?
He's gonna be on the front page of
Fuck.
every single fucking newspaper in America tomorrow morning. I'm gonna destroy you.
You could have walked away from this.
I am walking away from this.
No. I don't think you are. Do it.
Do what? What are you doing? What are you doing? Ah!
Is she gonna get tossed in the pool that's off camera but probably isn't a real pool? I think this is a lighting effect. The angle's too steep. You see how she's getting hit by the pole light from the side? It makes me think this is just like a flag. It's not actually a pool.
Cut. Let's go again. I can do it better.
We can pick it up.
I want it in the master.
It's late. You need to sleep.
I'll sleep when I'm dead. Let's go.
Let's go.
The earring. No. It's nothing to do with the earring. Alright. What do we want to know? What do we want to know? We want to know more about the first movie, Ambrosio. The more we can find out about the first movie, the better. Right? We want to find out why Ambrosio is poisoned. We want to know if Rosario and what was the other girl's name are the same person. You want more of the boobas? There might be boobas. I don't know. I mean, you know, 5 minutes in, we were already watching somebody get head, and we just saw tits twice. I mean, it's got. Oh god, the thumbnail's still there. Right, I need to fast forward this on. The fucking thumbnail was sitting right there. Jesus Christ. All right. Alright, we need to find more match cuts from the Ambrosio thing. I'm thinking the inkwell on the desk. No. Oh, the quill. Alright, let's go back. This is Minsky. We want more Ambrosio. What else was there in the Ambrosio scene? She's sucking for Jesus? She was sucking off Jesus, yes. What about Jesus's face?
I will have you replaced. Are you?
Ah, yes. More Ambrosio. The crucifix is probably going to give us something, right? In the little fucking Bible collection plate. 11 C's. This is early in the movie. Let's just watch this. See if somebody gets their dick
11
sucked.
Charlie, take 3.
And action.
What is my chat right now? What is my chat right now?
How was the night, my child?
He was troubled, but by midnight he had fallen asleep. I have prayed so much my brain aches.
I will have you replaced that you may rest. You will make yourself ill, which would compound her sadness. Your sleep has calmed. Oh, Blessed Virgin, the infection has vanished.
Vanished?
Has my lancet.
He's cured!
It is clear. The venom has gone. Father Ambrosio.
We got an achievement.
St. Francis be blessed.
We just got an achievement. Get resurrected after 3 days.
Please.
50 gamer score. Second coming.
It was a miracle.
Miracle. I feel weak. Otherwise healthy.
You should rest. You have recovered from the poison, but I suggest 2 more days to restore your strength. Rosario, you should sleep. I will have Sebastian take your place.
No need, Father. This miracle has restored my energies. I will remain by Ambrosio's side until he walks again.
Is she trying to do an Irish accent? There's no need, Father. It's the way she said Father. Listen to how she says Father.
Still take your place.
No need, Father.
There's no need, Father. I'm from Derry.
This miracle has restored my energies. I will remain by Ambrosio's side until he walks again.
I cannot argue with the effectiveness of your prayer. If you need help, call.
It's a miracle. Is she mad about this? Because she was trying to poison him, right? I don't understand what's going on in this movie. Nice dapple lighting. You see this dapple? Very dapple.
More devilish.
More devilish.
Now try one concerned by her imminent death.
But she knows it's
She's
not real.
pretending. Perhaps in case Ambrosio sees it's part of her act. Chin up. Cut. I like the devilish one, but it might be too early.
I think we saw the boom.
I think we saw the boom. We did see the boom. I saw the boom in the fucking start. Right? Hold on here. This rewind function is pretty. It's pretty Sam Barlow. Yeah, there's the boom. Maybe the boom is something you can click on and go between shots. Big fucking dildo mic hanging down. There we go. So this is a later scene. Yeah, in the 1999 movie.
Scene 39, Bravo, take 1.
Action.
Got two of everything, 2 hands, 2 eyes. Got 2 of everything, too much of everything.
That's enough.
Hold on. I got new lyrics for this.
1.
Action.
Got
2 of everything, 2 balls, 2 inches of cock. If 2 inches isn't enough, then leave.
That's enough. We'll drop the lights, and then she'll sing happy birthday. Ready?
If 2 inches isn't enough, just leave. That's all I'm saying. Unfollowing? Wait, are you unfollowing me because I've got 2 inches? What's going on?
Birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Hessenberg.
Why are the wigs so big? Why are the wigs? Why are they flatting down the girl's hair on top of their head instead of flatting it down past their head? Why is the wig sitting so proud on top of her head?
Happy birthday.
The wig looks like a fucking bichon frise sitting on her head. It looks like one of those fucking dogs.
To you. Thanks, Mr. Hessenberg.
It's not 1970. This is 1999. It's a widescreen. See how it's like full frame.
You've done, the billions you've won, the fee you paid me, honey. I hope I gave you value for money. We thank you so much. Everybody, happy birthday.
Maria, I thought you were resting.
Well, I've never missed a rehearsal. You don't get to where I am without a work ethic.
Andrew would approve of the Monroe impression. He's a sucker for memorabilia. I tried to buy him that dress once. It was so sheer, people thought she was naked.
Didn't Kim Kardashian recently wear Marilyn Monroe's dress and cause a lot of damage to it because her ass was too big? Right? Kim Kardashian wore Marilyn Monroe's dress and they had to like put like a thing to, like an expander on it, right? But where they put the expander, where like the seams are on either side, I think it actually tore down the seam, right? Yeah, she's caused like not irreparable damage, but you don't ever want to restore something like that, right? You don't ever want to damage it in the first place. So it's like, it's priceless, right?
She was on an outing with the kids while Marilyn fucked Kennedy one last time from the stage.
Hold up.
Do you think Jackie knew?
The wife always knows. We should get you into fitting. Why don't you come with me?
If you're sure they don't need me here?
Oh, it's fine. They'll follow your lead tonight. Run 2 of us again. Make sure they've got the transition.
Yes, ma'am.
Kim Kardashian probably has so much of an ego that she thinks that she increased the value by wearing it though, right?
Cut.
Like she's definitely one of those people who would think that she enhances the value of things like that just through like her wearing it. Alright, we need more stuff. Let's click on the crucifixes. I wanted to try the crucifixes and the rosary beads. Do you call it a cross or a crucifix? I always call it a crucifix. Because, you know, I just do.
39 Apple, take 2.
39 Apple.
Going again. From My Mother Says, and action.
What are these?
Oh, those are the pages which Mother says I am too young to read.
The scripture is God's word. It offers no risk to a young mind. The Song of Songs. This is a hymn that glories in man's love of God. Here, let us read together. I have come into my garden, my sister, my bride. I have gathered my myrrh with my spice. I have eaten my honeycomb and my honey. I have drunk my wine and my milk. Here, you eat.
Awake, north wind, and come, south wind. Blow on my garden that its fragrance may spread everywhere.
Wait, what the fuck? Is this actually in the Bible? I've never read the Bible. Is there actually a part where it says blow on my garden?
Come, south wind. Blow on my garden that its fragrance may spread everywhere. Let my beloved come into his garden and taste its choice fruits. Eat, friends, and drink. Drink your fill of love.
I'm sorry, are you burned?
A little. It is fine.
Here, quick, hold the thing that burned you while I suck your finger.
It will heal. I should go, you may rest.
I feel a little feverish myself. I have not slept or eaten well from worrying about my mother.
Yes. Rest yourself. Good night.
And cut.
Can we go again? I had Marisa in my eyeline.
Oh, God. Sorry.
Marissa? Alright, what are we match cutting here? I think match cutting the hand and the mouth might be a good one. Hey, it match cutted to George Michael getting kissed. Gotta have faith. Wait, he's dressed up as a woman again. Why is he dressed as a woman? Why is this wig so big? What is this? What is this? What is it hiding? What is under here?
What do you think?
Works. I think Marissa looks sexy in whatever she wears.
I need to pull these off pretty quick in the scene.
I can loosen them up.
Hey, I got a story about this necklace, kinda. Alright, you see how her necklace is like a single ring? This is a true story, you're gonna like this one. So, Barbie, Mattel was having trouble selling Ken dolls. And they needed new designs for Ken dolls. So they sent a bunch of the Mattel like people to clubs in Los Angeles to look at what young men were wearing and take notes. So they took some notes, maybe they took some Polaroids, and they noticed that a lot of the young men were wearing these rings around their neck. So they designed a Ken doll that had a ring around its neck, like a little necklace. And they later found out that it's actually a cock ring, and that gay men in Los Angeles in the 80s would wear cock rings around their neck. And it's now known as cock ring Ken, right? And if you have a cock ring Ken, Mattel cock ring Ken doll, they are worth a fucking fortune. Because they stopped making them immediately. Cock ring Ken. It's an actual thing. You can look this up. I swear to God. Oh.
I need to pull these off pretty quick in the scene.
I can loosen them up for that scene or have a second pair.
The top works great, though.
What about
cock ring Ken.
Ready?
There'll be makeup on the day.
It's fucking sexy.
That was like a scene from The Office. Watch how it zooms into his face. It's like fucking Jim from The Office. Watch.
There'll be makeup on the day.
It's fucking sexy. Don't we make a great couple? Smile, love.
You ever cross-dressed before, Carl?
No, sir.
Just an apple pie eating, football playing California boy.
An American classic.
Why don't you two go take a test drive of the outfits?
Oh, yes.
How so?
Well, you know, go grab some drinks on Gino's Dollar. Take a walk in the lot.
Oh, this is actually really sad. They're basically instructing him to like go out in public in an outfit he doesn't feel comfortable in for like a movie, right? This is the face of regret. Look how he's looking out into the street. He's basically like, he's like, oh no, not out there, in broad daylight.
Come on. She's gonna eat him alive.
I'm gonna try the high heels. Here we go.
German
Hey.
or Italian?
Oh shit! This is the castings. This is the casting for the first movie for Ambrosio. So, the actress was cast in the movie Ambrosio in 1968, based on her soap commercial.
Never grows old.
This is the soap commercial.
The new ivory herb.
New ivory herb from Royal Heather.
Ivory herb from Smith & Baker.
Have you ever wanted to smell like ivory herbs? Anyway, this must be the casting calls.
Hi, Mr. Fisher. My name is Sofia Morgana. I'm 5'9", 19 years old, and from Vicenza, Italy.
Are you German or Italian?
My mother is Italian, my father is German.
Ah, a European co-production. What will you be doing?
I can't. No. Right. Turtle always tells me, don't just say what pops into your head. Right? No, I didn't read what you said. What you said was just horrible. But like this. Alright. She came out and she said, what was it, my father's German? I want to get this right.
Are you
German or Italian?
My mother is Italian, my father is German.
I was gonna say, all she needs is a Japanese uncle and she's got the gang back together. I'm skipping it. Forget it. It's a bad joke. It's a terrible joke. It's really bad. Let's just keep going.
A European co-production.
A European co-production, you could say that. Fucking Axis powers.
From Hold Her Tight.
For the Bogart role.
Bogart.
Well, let's hear it.
Oh my god. Can I just say something? See her her eyebrow shape? Like, I know this is her face, right? And her face isn't gonna change. This eyebrow shape is like the actress from the Frankenstein movies. I'm not like trying to mock her, I'm being serious. Like, it's kind of like a 40s eyebrow.
You're a guy with some experience, Steve. So
Even though this is the
the rules
70s.
of the game. Well, with me, there aren't any rules. A lot of the time, men and women act like it's survival of the fittest. Eat or be eaten. You meet a guy, and you gotta decide who is eating.
We just went from a scene where the costume designer, I don't know, service person, costume designer. The costume lady just said, she's gonna eat you alive, she's gonna eat him alive, and then we're now on this, right? And there was also another thing about eating people as well. Just something to put out there.
And who's getting eaten? Well,
Oh, and we saw Rosario eating Ambrosio's dick.
it doesn't have to be that way, Steve. We're both top of the chain. We can have fun without anyone getting hurt. Unless they want to.
You got flagged by the auto mod for that, dude.
If you want me.
Alright, on Twitch, you have auto mod. Also, this is a perfect freeze frame. On Twitch, you got auto mod, right? And you can't turn auto mod off entirely. You can have it on the lowest setting out of the 7 or 6, or you can have it on the highest. I have it on the lowest setting out of the 7. But because of what you just said, it was flagged by the auto mod. Wait, add block term? Wait, what does that do? What did you just do? Which part though? The part that was highlighted in red. I don't know if it's highlighted in red for you, but it highlighted the end part in red. I denied it. Alright, so that's just what happens when you deny it. It just removes it from my chat log and says added block term. Alright, cool. It doesn't tell me like who said it or anything on my screen. Adds it to the filter. It's not me. It's the auto mod. The auto mod picked it up, but I think it's pretty I think it's pretty transphobic to say that anyway. Look at the smoke going back into her cigarette. That's pretty cool. All right, I missed everything she said.
If you want me, just tell me. Give me a drink, I'll drink it. Give me a cigarette, I'll smoke it. Hell, give me your lips, I'll kiss them. Just don't act like you don't want me. That's disrespectful.
Bravo, my dear.
Wait, what did she say at the end?
Hell, give me your lips, I'll kiss them. Just don't act like you don't want me. That's disrespectful.
Bravo, my dear. You are a marvelous crossbreed.
Jesus Christ, you can't call somebody a
I've been
crossbreed.
told that I'm looking for a femme fatale, but that is only half the story. Thank you.
Do I want to see... Alright, the way the match cutting's been working, it hasn't been working exactly how I thought. I thought, for example, if there was a blue dinosaur, if you clicked on the blue dinosaur, it would show you the other shots containing that same blue dinosaur. But it doesn't. What it does is it would go to like another children's toy or another decorative ornament, right? So for example, I want to click on this chair and see other people who sat in the chair.
Ah.
And it just goes to a completely different chair. Yeah. I really wanted to see more interviews with this chair, because this... Maybe the curtain. Hold up. Nah. There's nothing else. Maybe the cigarette? Shit. All I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get more scenes from Ambrosio or the Rosary, right?
Otherwise healthy.
I thought the Rosary would be a good one. She is a Rosary as well, but she needs to stand up for us to see it. Maybe this is enough. There we go. There we go. Eee. We got an achievement for that. Is her nip out? Oh, what? Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? So this is scene 46B. It's a scene, but there's no clacker. There was a slight jump scare there. I could tell it was a jump scare because I'm controlling the game, and I didn't do that. If you rewind this scene beyond where it's meant to be, this happens, which is a jump scare. Okay.
I liked you. Is this a dream? I suppose.
Hmm.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to live in Hollywood, and now...
Okay, okay, hold on. Let's watch the actual scene then. Not the one from the jump scare. Let's watch him with his branch. What the fuck? What? That's not how you do CPR. Did he see... Okay, this is gonna look really bad. Did he see a wound? Was he checking for a wound and saw a wound? Fuck it, I'm gonna rewind it. This is gonna look like I just want to look at the tits. I'm not looking at the tits. I'm not looking at the tits. I want to know if he saw a wound. What is he doing? What is he doing? You don't just like, oh no, it's a woman, and then you run away. Like, what? He must have saw something like an injury. Should I be using a different word other than tits? Tits is quite an aggressive word, right? Should I be using booba?
Door? I heard a noise. It cannot be. Monster, destroyer of virtue. You are no saint. Speak, go!
It's not what it seems.
Cat, check the gate and then let's turn around.
Huh. So they were really kissing for real. Alright, there's a couple of things here I wanted to click on. The first thing was his dumper. Nope. Candle then.
Must be a remedy.
Our only hope would be to extract the poison, but I know of no way to do.
Ah, right. This is good. This is good. So when he's sick, right? When the thing. Oh. This isn't a new scene. This is the scene we've already seen where they check the poison. We've already done the knife. The knife led us to the picture with the blood. Yeah. Maybe we should watch some of the newer stuff then. Let's watch some of the stuff from 2 of Everything. Yeah, let's watch some of the stuff from 2 of Everything and see if we can get some more scenes of the actual show. It shouldn't be too difficult because we have her actual face to match cut to. Trying to get it to rewind, but it's hard. You gotta flick it really hard. Alright, 2 of Everything, 74A, pretty late in production, takes 7.
Scene 74 Alpha, take 7.
Action.
Is the seat taken?
Actually, yes. I'm waiting for someone.
Detective Murphy, perhaps? He won't be joining us.
Do I know you?
Isabella Hessenberg. And I know who you are, Heather. You really look nothing like her.
I don't want to talk to you.
I think you should. We're both after the same thing.
What?
We want to know what happened to your friend.
It was an accident.
But you don't think it was? I've been married to Andrew for a long time. It's a complicated relationship. Legally, morally. He's a very powerful man. And that limits what I can do. What I can say. What I can see. I don't like seeing other women get hurt.
You think Maria had something to do with Andrew's death?
Maria was the other sister who looks the same, like the other twin, played by the same actress. And Maria was attacked by Andrew. Remember, Andrew was the guy who said he could pay the cops to go to the stadium.
You think Andrew had something to do with Maria's death?
We did see Maria getting grabbed, right, on the rooftop.
It looks like when power goes unchecked. I don't know if Andrew remembers what it is to be human.
Have you told the police?
How do you think I found you? The police work for Andrew. I stepped in before any of this reached him, but you don't want him to know you're poking around.
Well, what are we supposed to do?
Well, that's complicated.
Is it?
I hope that you find what you're looking for. Good luck.
Oh, wait, where are you going? Wait.
Maybe the other two security guards in the clip where she gets taken away would match cut to something.
VIP.
What the fuck?
John? Where did John go?
Wait, this isn't part of the movie. This isn't part of the movie. They're using the actress's name, Marissa.
The medic is coming. Where did John go?
This isn't part of the movie. This is like her actually having like some fucking aneurysm. What the fuck, dude? What? That's one of the things. When I rewinded it, there's the blonde lady that was in the first movie. That's not there when you play it through the first time. It's only there when you rewind it. And if you try and pause and match cut it, it doesn't let you. She really sends this glass on the right flying. Perfect. Alright, let's go with this.
I lied about burning her letters.
We've seen this. So maybe she does die in the final thing. Match cut the card, maybe?
Now, marvelous.
Alright. We've seen this. Well, you haven't. This is promotional stuff for the movie Ambrosio, but it's contained in the Minsky footage because it happens during when they were filming Minsky. Let's rewind this. This is like maybe a rap show? Not like Jay-Z and Eminem, like a rap show, like a rap party where they're having drinks to celebrate the end of production. This could be the director. The director that directed Ambrosio. I haven't seen any of this, so I keep focusing on the Ambrosio storyline because I think that that's the one that sets this all up. What the fuck was that? That's not there when you play it through normally. That's not there when you play it through normally. It's only there when you rewind it. What did she say? What the fuck, dude? 2 hours in and the game is getting spooky.
Va bene. This has been my first time working here in Italy, and my first time working with the great Arthur Fisher. I just want to say thank you for trusting me to be your Ambrosio. What a movie. I always say, you can't make...
Listen to how he leans on the H when he says what. Listen to how he leans on the H.
Your Ambrosio. What a movie. I always say, you can't make an A picture without an A team, and this has been an A team. Look, we took an 18th century novel and made a 20th century picture out of it. That's pretty magical. M.G. Lewis, I don't know if you're up there or down there. Wherever you are, I hope you like what we made. VMO. Arthur, you want to say something? Come on.
Well, as you know, I work behind the camera, and I usually have someone to write all my dialogue, so I'll keep this short. You all have been wonderful, and I'm sure you're probably sick of hearing me talking, so I'll shut up. Thank you, Gino. Thank you, Robert. And Marissa, get up here. And all of you, you've been a marvelous crew.
This has been my first movie. What a first movie. I feel like I just went through 4 years of film school and acting school and just life in a few months. What a team. Arthur, you were harsh but fair. For everything you put me through, I learned a lot. And your karma is having to spend the next 6 months staring at footage of me while I sleep it off. I hope you see something you like in there.
Everyone, a big round of applause to our star, our gorgeous, la bellissima Marissa Marcel.
So I am right that it's like a rap show, but it's a rap party with the crew and whatever, right? Like this is directly after Still in Italy.
I love you all, and I'm here only to say that I pay for the bar for the next hour. It is rare that I'm this generous. So please have a drink and toast to our new friends. To movies. To movies. Cheers.
I wonder what's the match cut for this. The microphone would be a good one. Maybe the letter in his pocket. Maybe the roses. Oh, the tree. What the fuck is... This is another one that's...
Deserts are mostly empty of people. Less people, less trouble.
Midsommar?
You could find solitude in the desert before satellite imaging digitized the whole world in the palm of your hand. There are all sorts of places on Earth. Empty places where a person can lay down and die. We used to listen to the rocks crack at night. One of us was tempting the other, but I forget which. In the desert, you can lose track of time. There's no civilization, just sand and creatures. I like how this movie ends. All the good stories finish in the desert.
Oh yeah, it's meant to look like a old school like matte painting, I guess. But this is footage that's not meant to be there unless you rewind through and play it. I'm fast forwarding it to rewind it. And I'm pretty sure when I rewind it by fast forwarding it, it's gonna play the scene with the guy coming back out again. It's almost like I'm in the negative of the movie. Does that make sense? Yeah. It's like when I rewind it, it feels like it's going forward again. You'd have to be controlling the wheel up here in the top left to realize that, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna BRB. Because I want to play this at least like another hour. So I'll BRB. I'll be 1 minute. Alright, what up? What was I gonna say? Yeah, if you're playing the game, you would realize that it's like rewinding and fast forwarding. But who do we think that girl is? Do we think it's like a ghost? A demon? They kind of talked like they were a god, right? Saying that like there was places long ago, but now there's satellites. So they are immortal in some way. And they're living in the footage, like talking to us through the footage. Oh. So Rosario is wearing the same outfit.
Dear Ambrosio.
Where is the demon?
You have sermonized that Satan may sometimes take a pleasing form. I have had my eye on you for a while. This model of piety. The mortal who placed his puny virtues on a level with those of angels. Now you are mine. Eternally. Listen whilst I unveil the true depths of your crimes. You've shed the blood of two innocents. Antonia, that pure girl whom you violated, she was your sister. That Elvira whom you murdered, she gave you birth. Tremble, hypocrite. Inhuman parasite, incestuous ravisher. You claim to be above temptation, absolved of all mortal vices. Is not pride a sin? Your inhumanity? Know that I have long marked you for my prey. I saw that your virtues came from vanity, not principle. I observed your idolatry of the Madonna's picture and took her form to seduce you. Your path to crime was laid out by me, and you walked it so easily. Scarcely could I propose crimes so quick as you performed them. You raped your own sister and murdered your mother. Unholy manners. But it is sweeter still. Your surrender was unnecessary. Those guards at your door, they were sent to free you. A last-minute pardon issued by the Inquisition to safeguard the sanctity of the cloth. You would have walked free.
The contract. You promised to save me.
I promised to take you from the dungeon, save you from the Inquisition. That I did. I have fulfilled my part of the bargain. Now your eternal soul is mine. I claim my prize.
And cut!
Arthur, that's hard in the dress.
I hate the dress. It's not shopping. Can I try something?
In a crypt, Satan is naked. The devil doesn't need clothes.
No, a nude woman is not scary.
Kick up the wind machine, have her hair whip around like she's Medusa.
I want to rewind this just for the walk on.
No,
just for this walk on out of the painting.
Kick up the wind machine, have her hair whip around like she's Medusa.
How's that?
Oh, baby.
Can we please cut and talk this through?
Happy to go straight into a tank. Fuck you, monk!
I think you guys are concentrating too much on the nudity. Jesus Christ, Turtle. Turtle, you know when you say bruh to me, I'm gonna give you the biggest bruh you've ever had. This is another one of those scenes. This is another one of the scenes where it jumps from the real footage to something else.
No pretense. Look, you want it to look real.
It's a movie.
It's fake.
No!
Right, I'm not even kidding here. The way that they're done up with these, like, I guess what they're doing is they're bleaching out their eyebrows, they're bleaching out their hair and slicking it back, I actually have a little bit of trouble determining who these people actually are. This girl on the left isn't the Marcel. Right. This isn't Melissa Marcel. This isn't that actress, right? Is it? She looks totally different. She looks like more masculine, and like her shoulders and everything seems bigger about her, right? She seems like more buff. And then this is the guy with the earring. So who are these people? Is there more than one immortal? Marvel's Immortals? And then when we fast forward, or when we rewind, it cuts out of this, right? No? Hold on. How do we get back to the real footage? This is back to the real footage, where it is those two. It is Marcella and... what was his name? Fuck, you said it earlier and I've completely forgot what you said. Shit. I forgot his name. Carl. Was it actually Carl?
Ready, Lee?
Dude, these wigs are fucking...
apple a day keeps the doctor away. If you throw it hard enough.
Jared Leto?
The apple and snake were my idea.
Would you like to look at my snake? It's me, David Bowie.
This isn't going to work.
Why does she look so different? Is this the Melissa actress? I'm genuinely going face blind because the change is so different. Who is this? I'm genuinely gone face blind. We can't... oh wait, we can match cut this scene. Generally when we've been seeing these like, I don't know what I'm gonna call them, these like demon people, we haven't been able to match cut before. But now we can.
Scene 8 Foxtrot, take 2.
Action.
Maybe they're comedy and tragedy. I was thinking they're the fallen angels that they mentioned in the Ambrosio story.
Cut.
Which would mean it would be actual Lucifer. But I'm not sure. The water, maybe? Shit, I know we're meant to be watching all these. Holy fuck, look how many clips we have. Why are they appearing in some footage and not others? Do you think after a certain amount of time played in the game, they appear in footage? So if I was to rewind all the way, could it happen here as well? We watched this clip and we rewinded it twice. Hold the fucking phone. Nope. Thought I saw something. I thought I saw words, but it's just nothing. What about the wall of portraits? Does anybody on this wall of portraits look like they're Hitchcock? Alfred Hitchcock. And we're back to more Ambrosio footage. Ambrosia. Maybe it'll go into a thing here if I keep rewinding. Even if it doesn't, it would still be nice to like watch another Ambrosia scene. If they're comedy and tragedy, is that why Jared Leto's the funny one? Because he's the Joker?
5 Bravo, take 3.
And action.
This bird was my sister's favorite.
You had a sister. This is the source of your sadness.
Yes. Matilda. She died of sorrow.
What sorrow?
She loved a man with a passion born of virtue no one loved as purely as Matilda.
Who was the object of her love?
One sadly already married to another. His bride heavenly and pure. Neither he nor Matilda did anything to inflame this passion, but the more virtuous he showed himself to be, the more she was drawn to his light.
Unhappy girl.
One day she confessed her love to him, wishing not to be dishonest. Despite her protestations of virtue, he drove her from him. He refused to see her again. It broke her heart and killed her.
Too severe a fate for so innocent a crime. This man's choices were ill-considered.
You think so?
Doubtless. I pity your sister.
Oh, Father. Then pity me. I have no sister, Father. I am Matilda. I am a woman. You are my beloved.
Wait. Are we meant to believe that she was hiding out in the monastery pretending to be a man? It would make sense, because she did say that she pretends to be a monk. But however... how the fuck did he not know that that's a woman? You know what I'm saying?
You are my beloved. I concealed my sex and joined the abbey to be closer to your holiness.
What the fuck?
Please, do not be shocked by my dishonesty. I acted out of love. A pure love given me by God. I do not wish to be a woman to you. Damn my sex. I wish only to be your friend.
It cannot be. You have brought great risk to yourself and to my brothers.
Holiest Ambrosio, did I misjudge your temperament? I thought you would understand. Let me be Rosario. Treat me as a man, but let me stay.
No, it cannot be. If I were discovered, I would be destroyed. I cannot let it stand. For my own sake. For the order.
I pray you show compassion.
Unhappy Matilda. You have my compassion. I am convinced that your motives are pure. But you are blind to the imprudence of your actions. My duty to you begs me to treat you harshly. You must be gone from here by tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Surely you cannot mean it.
You have heard my decision. The laws of the order are exact and our vows compel us to obey. I pity you, but I can do no more. You must leave.
I have no choice then. I will not leave this abbey alive.
If you lost your senses, kill yourself and you lose your claim to salvation. You forfeit your soul.
I care not. Paradise here with you, or perdition without. Tell me you will conceal my story and retain me as your companion. Else this dagger drinks my blood.
Hold.
Did she just fucking pop one for the boys? Why did she pop a titty? Why did she pop one?
Stay there, Enchantress.
Sam Barlow's a genius. She just popped the titty.
And we got it.
Alright. What do you think's the item that we can
Titty for you, Gino?
Oh, I'm used to them coming in pairs.
Well, the
they're talking about it.
bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Marisa, you're marvelous. You're gonna get me excommunicated.
You ready for your close-up, Gino?
That face when you pop one for the boys. All right, let's zoom in. You know.
Do you understand now?
Ah, so all the Antonia titties is what leads to that one. Okay, hold up. Where was that clip that we were just on? Because I want to get rid of the thumbnail in case we get in trouble. Here it is. All right, I'm gonna rewind. Because I think the dagger might be a good thing to go in on, or this guy. Seen this, right? Yeah, that's it. What about the...
And is worth two in the bush.
The fruit or the dagger? Here we go. This could be another jump scare one. Nope. Oh, this is the one where you rewind it too far and you see the person. So if I play it like this, then rewind it, we see her. Okay. Let's watch this all the way through.
$42 apple, take one.
So this is late in the movie, kind of like a closing scene of the movie.
Smoke. He comes. Music fills the air. Action. Marissa.
Yeboah.
If we rewind this slowly, that's gonna be saying something forward. Watch this. I swear to God.
Yeboah.
No?
Yeboah. Oh, wait.
No, it doesn't say anything. Is that Vin Diesel? No.
Yeboah.
Dagad nana bazie.
Hey, that manan gagas. Oh, wait.
She did. She went, oh, baby. You're right. Listen.
Oh, wait.
Oh, baby.
Yeboah.
Dagad nana bazie.
Zroy zilwazi.
Kize.
Niamzie. Drol zinatsies.
The magic wand again.
Smoke. Satan off.
Oh, Satan is the guy, right? Not her. I thought she was Satan. Stick of truth. I still haven't played that. Should I play that game eventually?
And turn.
I think this smoke is a CGI element,
Cut.
by the way.
Check the gate and let's grab that mother-daughter on Marissa.
Let's go and click on his crown.
Zroy Zilwazi.
What the fuck is this? This is Satan offering a contract to whoever this is. I'm thinking it's Ambrosio, which is, you know, actually not Ambrosio, Rosario, which is actually Matilda, right? Are we going along with that theory? And this is pretty early in the movie. Scene. Oh no, it's not. 61C.
'61 Charlie, take 3.
Smoke! And action!
For what am I summoned here?
Condemned to die. Save me.
So it's Ambrosio.
Are you prepared to renounce him who made you and who died for you? Answer yes, and Lucifer is yours.
You ask too much. Take me from this dungeon, be my servant for a single hour, and I will be yours for 1,000 years.
No. I must have your soul. Have it mine and mine forever.
I will not doom myself to an eternity. I will not give up hope of one day being pardoned.
You are infamous to both men and angels. Your destiny is already mine.
Liar!
Sign this parchment and I will bear you from hence.
No.
Pray for luck when they burn you. Pray that the heat causes the skin around your neck to contract and strangle you quick. Granted, the pain is most intense.
Did you know that when somebody's burned alive, their eyeballs actually melt? True story.
In the beginning, before your nerves have been seared. But these holy inquisitors are skilled at making this last. Sign. The guards are on their way here. You have minutes left.
I've signed, now take me away.
Hold. Do you freely and absolutely...
Hold on, what about his abs? His nips? His crotch? Okay, none of that works.
Renounce your creator and his son?
I do.
Do you make over your soul to me forever?
Forever.
Without future appeal to divine mercy?
I am yours forever and irrevocably. I abandon all claim to salvation. Now save me, bear me away.
You are mine past reprieve. And I fulfill my promise.
Now!
Hold up. What's this on the right? It's a stagehand, right? There's a stagehand pushing the wings. Yeah, the puppeteer's standing behind with a PVC pipe.
I've already seen you naked, so it's only fair.
All right,
PVC
settle
pipe
down.
wings. I love Farscape. Farscape's a really good show.
Ready on smoke. And action. Smoke. Mirror. Sophia.
Don't, chat. Don't. Dude, she's actually pretty ripped. Holy shit.
Bird.
Look at the abs. Wait, we're not allowed to say that. We're not allowed to say that.
Echo, take 3.
Pass Miss Morgana her robe while we check the gate.
God damn. Alright, let's go with the bird the first time it appears and see if it takes us back to the Jesus,
I have all...
the Lucifer.
Let me then die today.
Hey, got a new one. Alright. 116B. 16B, but we weren't finished watching this.
And cut.
Wings were lit again. Well, let's go again.
Wait. He's just wearing his normal clothes. And he's wearing sunglasses. He's wearing fucking, Joseph Seed glasses. Hey, dude, we're getting loads of these. So we got 16B and we got whatever this is. This is 59A. So let's watch 16B first. Right? 16B first makes a lot more sense because it's chronological for the film and it's chronological for when they actually filmed them. Both types of chronology. Good old Sam Barlow rewinds. At least the rewind means something in this though, right? Like in this, if you rewind beyond the rewind, sometimes you get those spooky mystery
16
parts.
Bravo, take 3.
16 Bravo.
Action.
Hey, they do Bravo and Charlie for B and C, but they do Apple for A. Do you think that's like a religious reference?
Slap.
What have you done? Is it what I suspect? Have you crafted your own destruction?
I've sacrificed a pebble and saved a diamond. The same poison that once circulated in your veins is in me. Father Pablo said he was ignorant of a cure, but I knew of a way. I hesitated not a moment. As you slept, I loosened your bandage, kissed your wound, and drew out the poison with my lips. The effect has been more sudden than I expected.
Mighty God. You've sacrificed yourself for me. Is there no remedy?
None that God would approve of. He demands a life. And to cross him is too steep a price.
There is a way. Live. Live for me. I renounce my previous edicts. Let us live together as brothers. Forget the distinctions of sex. Live for me.
It cannot be. I spoke before of the purity of my love. The coming oblivion has pulled the veil from my eyes. On my deathbed, I must admit, my desire is more than spiritual. A woman lives in my breast, and she hungers to enjoy you. If I live, it would be to risk your reputation, your holiness, for I fear I'm no longer able to fight my passions. I would seize every opportunity to excite your desires and my own. No! Ambrosio, I cannot, I must not live.
You cannot mean what you say.
Do not leave me. Hear my confession so I may be free of sin as I perish.
I want you to live.
And plunge us both into infamy, an agent of hell. Here, feel my heart. It is yet heart filled with honor, chastity.
Is this her real hair? Is this her real hair but she has extensions in? I don't... This looks like her real hair when you look around her face. Is this her real hair but like maybe there's extensions like clipped in or glued in under here and then all this is fake?
Still beats tomorrow it will be poisoned by the blackest of crimes. Let me then die today. Let me die a virgin. I shall sleep in your arms and close my eyes. Kiss my dying breath. Give me your blessing.
Dude, he's having the fucking rope.
Ambrosio. Oh, my Ambrosio. Fuck me before I die.
I will fuck you into heaven.
We found it. We found the best line in the whole thing.
Before I die.
You ready for it?
I will fuck you into heaven.
Yep. That's the best
Can we
line
say
in the whole
fuck?
thing.
Marissa wants to say fuck. Marissa can say fuck.
Fuck me into heaven.
Got him. Alright, where was the other one? This one with his head.
Farewell.
So we roughly know what happens in the movie now, right? That has to be her real hair then. It has to be. It's her real hair.
$59 apple. Take 2.
And action.
God. Please, God, make the pain go away.
Yes, Camerix.
God isn't listening.
Matilda. How did you get in here? Where are your chains? Have they relented?
Ambrosio, I have outsmarted the Inquisition. In a few moments, I will be a kingdom away from this dungeon. My freedom came at a price. Will you pay the same, Ambrosio? Dare you cross the bounds that separate men and angels?
What have you done?
You know. My soul is not his, but his. Would you prefer to die at the stake, burned alive with the mob looking on? Shame and infamy, not for me. I have exchanged a vague future happiness for certain happiness in the present. The spirits treat me as their queen. I have unlocked every pleasure available to me in this world. I am ready to depart, but first beseech you. I still love you and would save you from your destruction. Summon him as I did. Abandon a god who has abandoned you and raise yourself to the level of a superior being.
I cannot give up on salvation. My crimes are monstrous, but my God is merciful.
I leave now for liberty and joy.
No, you command infernal demons, bid them break my cell doors open. Please save me.
Alas, my pact forbids me from assisting a servant of God. Renounce your title and I can help.
I will not sell my soul.
Your arrogance will be your doom. You will regret it when you are burning. I leave you this book. Read the first 4 lines of the 7th page backwards. If you are wise, we shall...
The first 4 lines of the 7th page backwards.
We'll meet again, if not. Farewell, forever.
Freeze.
Drop!
That was one of the worst practical effects I've ever seen in a movie.
And cut.
Was that good, John? Would you sell your soul if I asked you?
Man, I'd sell my soul for a Twinkie. Alright, anyway. What about the bars? Alright, no.
on.
There was
You
a
sell
bunch
your
of things in here though, right? Hold on. Oh, it's just a shadow. Coral! More photos on the wall. Look at all these photos. Chef. We just got an achievement for this, so I guess we'll watch this one to see what it is. 2 of Everything, Scene 40A, 26th of June.
Scene 40 Alpha, take 1.
Hey, you know what's really cool? This might not seem like a really cool thing, but it is pretty cool. You actually get to decide which format you want the dates to be in, but all the practical dates are in the American format of month, day, year. But on the actual timeline out here, you get to select like which way to do it here. I thought it was weird. Interesting though, right?
This is really tight. Just so you know, I need to be able to breathe if I'm gonna dance.
You'll quick change after 2 of us. Aaron here will stitch you in 10 seconds flat.
Oh, okay, cool.
This isn't going to work.
What?
The panty.
My panty?
Well, you can see through the gown. It ruins your beautiful little bottom. Take them off.
What?
This guy looks uncomfortable as fuck right now. He's like, what the fuck?
Now?
Yes. Take them off.
The dress is really tight. I don't know if I can...
No problem. I'll cut them off of you.
That guy is you right now? I think he's all of us.
Now
Hold on, clicking on the panties. I knew it.
Decadent suit.
Alright, where was that one that we were just on? Uh-oh.
Then let's take a look at this beautiful gown. Something for Andrew's memorabilia collection.
What kind of fucking panties are these anyways? It looks like a handful of band-aids and elastic bands.
Can I take these?
Oh wait, maybe the scissors is a thing. Making of Minsky, the warehouse... Oh, what the fuck? Huh. Okay. What else stood out here? Oh! We're getting a flashback when we watch this back in slow motion. That overlay is, wasn't there to begin with. Do you think we can get it to happen again? Oh. Okay, hold up.
First, I'd have to put some money aside, find the right guy. Huh.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm clicking a bunch of stuff to see if I can... Oh, what the... I know what I'm doing. Alright, we're watching this. We're watching this one. Just wait. So this is scene 16A in 2 of Everything.
Scene 16 Alpha, take 4.
He said alpha instead of apple. So apple must have been what they did in the Italian movies, but not in this one.
Action.
So is this on a boat?
Maria?
Hey, I just got to the studio. What's up?
I need you to come down here.
What? Heather, that wasn't the deal.
I know it wasn't. I know.
What's going on?
They're asking me to swim.
That's the idea. Dive in, splash.
I didn't realize, Maria, I can't swim.
What?
I can't. I never learned. I'm sorry, we didn't have a pool in landlocked Iowa.
The last thing we need is you floating face down in the pool and us weekly. Oh my god. Okay, I'm coming.
This is relevant. This is relevant because in the movie, the sister that's killed on the roof, there's a pool. We never get to see that. Well, we do see the pool in one close-up shot, but we don't see it in the far shot. We just see the reflection on their faces.
I'm sorry.
Forget it. I'll be there in 40 minutes. You need to buy me some time.
How do I do that?
You're in your trailer?
Yeah?
Lock yourself in. Refuse to come out. Have a fit.
Fit?
You've seen me in action. Find something you don't like and blow it out of proportion.
Like what? Wait, Maria, like what?
Maria, they're waiting for you on set.
I'm not coming out! Until you bring me some new apples!
What's wrong with the apples you have?
They're not round enough!
Freeze. Mark that position for the match cut.
Mark position for the match cut? What are they match cutting to?
We have the plate. Cut.
When you hear that rumble in your ear, is that when it signifies to you that if you rewind, you're going to see one of the hallucination-y things? Is that what that rumble in your ear is for? Is it just to signify that? Alright. Zoom in on the apple, right? It seems obvious.
Scene 74, Echo, take 2.
This is the bar where she had the brain aneurysm thing.
Cut.
Odd. Oh shit. Yeah, this is the party again. Fuck, where are we going? Where are we going? I don't even know what else to click on. We got a bunch of clips here with a security guard, right? And in terms of like order, we have a bunch not like we haven't watched yet. Let's watch a couple of security guard clips from the end of the production of Two of Everything. How 90s is this outfit? The platform Doc Martin, like side zip Doc Martens. Oh yeah, there was a lot of masks in the movie as well, right? We haven't even clicked on the masks. What the fuck is this? In the movie Two of Everything, does she get fucking plastic surgery to look like the other woman? We are getting into some weird as fuck fucking territory. Or is she making a mold?
Scene 20E, take 2.
Scene 20E, take 2. So it's a scene from Minsky that has the same marking as 20E, the Two of Everything movie. So it's a scene from Minsky. Let's watch this shit, see what happens.
Action.
So it's nothing to do with Two of Everything.
2. You can't breathe. More panic. Release. Cut.
Is it like when you put so what they sometimes do is they put a tube up your nose or in your mouth when they make a mold of your face, but they don't really do it this way anymore. Normally what they do is they put cotton swabs up your nose, then they cover your face and you just breathe through your mouth the whole time. Is that what the tube is? Is this meant to be like a plaster mold? Because this looks like it's been pushed up. You can see the fingerprints. I don't know what this is meant to be. It's meant to be somebody maybe making a sculpture. We haven't looked at this movie as much as the rest, so I don't know. Alright, let's keep going with this.
Tanzania.
The masks is definitely a thing, though. It's like a theme.
Do you
What did
plan to
she
have
just say?
children?
If you touch it, what?
If you touch it, you'll be abundant.
The security guard's face.
Do you plan to have children?
Maybe. First, I'd have to put some money aside, find the right guy.
Andrew was surprised you said yes. He was convinced something like this would be beneath you.
Oh, well.
There's no shame in doing something for the money.
This is the £10 million deal, right? $10 million deal.
Michelangelo worked on commission.
That would make Mr. Hessenberg the Pope.
Andrew is no pope. And you are no Michelangelo. I mean that as a compliment. All of Michelangelo's women looked like men with tits stuck on them.
That felt a little bit transphobic, not gonna lie.
Good to move on? We can take a break.
I keep having to remind myself that this is like a scene in a movie.
You're burning the candle at both ends.
So whenever you hear that rumble, if you rewind, you get to see a little spooky image.
You should take a break. No, we can go again.
But when does it come into play? Is that her? Is that the same act? It's not her, right? Fuck, dude. Why am I so bad at recognizing people?
Until you bring me some new.
Oh. This looks like a good one.
Action. Where's her waiter? Cut.
Translate. A Delta, take 2.
I think the snake loves you.
Maybe click on the snake in this scene.
Translate.
Fuck. We're getting more of those fucking weird hallucinations.
Okay. Going from Will You Sometimes Think on Me and action.
I will retire there and shut myself from the world. Will you sometimes think on me? Before I go, I would like some token of our friendship.
Shall I give you?
Something. Anything. Perhaps one of those flowers.
Is he gonna cut his
By my
finger?
bosom. When I die, the nuns will find it withered upon my heart.
How did he think it was a girl, a guy? There's no way he thought that was a guy, right?
What is it? Speak!
I'm dead. A serpent amongst the roses.
Help! Help! Father Ambrosio has fallen!
Where'd that damn snake go?
The Santa fucking Padre thing is the snake that bites him. So in the movie, the snake bites him and he gets sick. And she sucks the poison out and gets poisoned in his place. Right? Then she dies. No, she can't die because she appears to him. Well, I suppose she dies and comes back to him as like a god? Like a devil? I don't even know. We'll have to work that out next time. The game is between 7 and 9 hours long, and we're 3 hours in.
Got it.
Yeah, that's not her, right? Like, who's this other actress?
Got it.
Cut.
Tell slates.
Marisa, you will make a great Eve.
Hey, Bravo, take 5.
Okay. Alright, I think I'm donezo for today. It's been about 3 hours. It is almost midnight. I think I understand what's going on, right? I think I know what's going on. But kinda not really. We still have a lot of Minsky to watch, and we still have a lot of Two of Everything to watch. But we're slowly piecing it together. It's gonna be one of those games, like Telling Lies, where it's probably gonna change, right? Telling Lies changed every hour. Every time you got a certain amount of clips, stuff changed. And I think the change in this is that you're gonna start getting onto clips that have more of those flashbacks and more of those like weird overlays. I actually have kinda no idea though what that actually is. I feel like Marissa Marcel, the actress, did a deal with the devil so that she doesn't age. But then why does she have that weird brain thing where her head starts bleeding in the Two of Everything? Because that wasn't the character, that was like the actual actress was dying? I don't know. How does it, why is she dying in that one? It's weird. And why are there like 3 spooky dead people hallucinations? Why isn't there just 1 or 2? Anyway. Yeah, let's save and quit. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think what I want to do tomorrow is play more of this. And if it gets boring, or, you know, I've played it for like 3 or 4 hours, and I still have time left to stream, I might play 20 minutes until dawn. I've been playing 20 minutes until dawn off stream. I played it yesterday for about an hour. It's really addictive. It's a twin stick shooter thing. It only costs like £2, and it's really good. Alright, anyway. Auf Wiedersehen. I guess you've basically got 4 stories though, right? You've got the Ambrosio story, you've got the Minsky story, and you've got the Two of Everything story, where you're trying to work out what happened in the movie, but you're also trying to work out what happened on set with the people, and you're trying to work out the overall story. So maybe you've got like 7 stories going on. Alright, anyway. Good night. Thanks for watching. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Sayonara. Bonjour. Au revoir. Arrivederci. Good night.